All right, so starting to talk about our first marker, YES. Yes means come to me and get that food. Yes. In this case, my criteria is pretty low. I'm just looking to build engagement. Yes. Anytime she gives me good eye contact, I will mark and reward, add a little excitement by backing up at the same time. Yes. Nice. Pretty simple. It should be an exciting, rewarding moment for your dog. Anytime they do the right decision, they're allowed out of that position to come and get the reward. Say I ask Nova to sit. Yes. She's allowed out of that sit to come get her reward for it. Now, say I'd like her to stay in that position. Nova, sit. This time I'm going to use a different marker. Good. And I'm going to deliver it right where she's at. Good is our duration reward marker. Good. It's telling her you're doing the right thing. I just want to keep seeing more of it. Now, if she were to break out of the position before I've told her to, I could apply some leash pressure. As soon as she puts that booty back down on the floor, my leash pressure turns off. But as long as she stays in that position, we can continue to mark and reward. Yes. Good girl. So those two markers is how we can start to build some duration in our behaviors. I don't teach stay as a command. I teach it as kind of an inherent trait in all the things she's learned. So if I've asked her to sit, technically she shouldn't break that position until she hears, yes, that magic word to get out. So you don't have to repeat sit, stay, or down, stay. It's always implied with what we're doing. Sit. Good. So here I can test it a little bit if I start to shimmy around with some excitement. Good. I'm trying to see if I can get her to break. So here I'm just going to apply. Nope, she decided to lay all the way down. Just going to lure her back up to that sit. Yes, good girl. Nice. All right, so since she offered it, let's go ahead and talk about downs. It's very similar to sits. I'm still going to be pulling up on my leash, and I know that sounds confusing if we're asking her to go down, but at this point she understands that leash pressure is leash pressure, regardless of the direction it's coming from. So I'm going to tell her, first let's start with a sit. Nova, sit. Now here I'm going to ask her to down. As soon as I do, I'm going to apply some leash pressure. Nova, down. As soon as she flattens, and release right there. So she got a little crooked. Not a big deal. It's still learning how to navigate this. Yes. But same rules apply. With my YES marker, she's now allowed out of that down position to get the reward. Say that I want her to stay there. Nova, down. This time I'm going to use good and deliver that reward directly to her. Yes. Good girl. So good and yes, two very similar English words, but they have very different meanings in the way that we communicate with Nova. One means to stay in position. We're going to come to you and get that reward. That's good. The other one means released out of that position. I have the reward waiting for you. That's yes. Nice job, kid.